Hello. I'm getting ready to get all my seeds together and packed away for next year or this fall. Just depends. And I wanted to bring you guys with me. Right here. Not this. Not this. This right here is lettuce seeds. I know in a video I was telling you guys how lettuce blooms a little yellow, at least the kind that I have blooms a yellow flower. You kind of see the yellow flower there. And then it'll become like the flower develops or turns into a little fluffy like cotton with seeds in it. And I can open one up and kind of show you how tiny the seeds are. I'll try to show you. So each one of these little fuzzy things develops a seed. And if you don't know, or if you've never grown lettuce, this is how tiny the seeds are. Well, there's no way you're going to be able to see that. Here, I can show you. I'll bring my camera over here because I already did one. See how little the seeds are? That's how little they are. And I'm going to take it off of these things here. And I'll just, go like this onto the plate. And then I'm going to put them in a baggie. I hope you guys seen that. It's hard to show you something so little like that. But I'm going to pull all these off and put them on my plate. Now, I don't care if these little white fuzzy things get into the pot that I'm growing the seeds. Okay, like if I have this in my planter, I'm not gonna worry about that as long as I have the seeds. Does that make sense? So I'm not gonna try to separate the little fuzzes with the seeds. It'll take me forever. I'm not a seed company, So as long as I get the majority of these seeds and a little of these white cotton things come with it, or anything else that comes with it, it's still going to grow. So I just pull them off. See how tiny? And I just put it on my plate. I might skip the plate thing. I got these, the reason why, I'll tell you. I got these little snack bags. Okay, and I'm going to put on here purple lettuce, which I'm sure it's called something else, but I know what they are when I say purple lettuce. And I'm going to put 2025. Okay. And then I'm going to, because it's windy and I'm going to lose them. So I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to stick them in here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Put this under there so it doesn't. So what I'm going to do is just pull them out in my bag. That'll probably save me a lot of time. See? It's time consuming, but you know, if you listen to the radio or listen to your phone, you know, it's kind of soothing, really. Sitting here picking seeds. You can see them. Oh wow, that's a lot in that one. Yeah, you can see the difference of which ones are seeds and which ones aren't, and I just plant them. And I think on one of my videos I showed you that I was, you know, when I was planting lettuce. Yeah, looks good. They're nice and dried out. They were in my greenhouse. I just had to get rid of the lettuce, or I would have let them dry out in the planter bag, but I was done. And when I do plant these, and I have like I'm just giving you a recommendation, and I have like a big seed pod like this, I'll separate it. And then I'll get those. Okay? So there's that. Alright? Not a big deal. As long as they're dry, they'll last till next year or this fall. So, the next thing I want to show you guys, this is spinach. It bloomed, and now I have seeds. And the thing about, I might need my plate for this. Spinach seeds, they, oops, there's a lettuce seed. Mine anyway, I don't know about anybody else's, they come like in a cluster. They're in clusters. Let's see if I can show you. It's hard to show ya. See how the seeds are in a cluster? So what I'm going to do is take those out. Separate them is what I mean. I'm going to separate them. See how they're there. And then you just separate them. And it's time consuming. That's how I did it last year. I might be able to, since these are so dry. There, I can just do that. Yep, perfect. There, see, I learned something new. They're falling off. Well, that goes a lot faster. There. Let's do this one. Perfect. This was good. good spinach. It really was. I just had so much I couldn't even eat it. I couldn't eat it all. And I felt like I was wasting food. It was all out there. I just not gonna make that much next time. It's just way too much. I put it in my salads, and I put the spinach in my eggs. I put the spinach in my smoothies too when I was making smoothies. See? And you got like part of the, you're gonna have this stuff, but you know what? I put that in the ground too. So what I do is when I'm planting, I just go like this and put dirt on top. But I just always want to make sure that it's not in clusters. The seeds are not in clusters. And I have tons of these. Is that some? Yeah. So, let's see here. If I've separated the leaves, which I mean, if I have like big ones like this, see, you don't want that. That'd be bad. I could do this in the house, but I'd want to be outside. It's been so nice outside. I don't want to go in the house. I feel like I've been in the house the whole month of July. It's just been so obnoxiously hot out. So you can't do anything unless you do it in the morning or in the evening. If you see any big pieces of leaves or something, you could pull them out. If I did that in a stem, it would take me forever. It just would. It's not going to hurt if you plant those with your seeds. It never bothered my crop of spinach, which I just have a grow bag. Alright, here's some more. Ooh, that's some too. Got a lot out of that. Okay. And if anybody knows how to do this better than me, let me know. Anything that's easier than what I'm doing. See? Almost done here. See how it clusters? It's like a cluster right there. Cluster of seeds. There's like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, over 10 seeds in this cluster. So I want to uncluster them, because each one of these seeds is a spinach plant. And I just learned that by growing them, and then they flowered, they bolted, bolted means flowering. When it gets too hot out, they will start flowering. And that's when you know, your lettuce and broccoli, cauliflower, all that stuff is just done. They're done. Because it's just too hot. Okay. I'll put these away and I'll start doing the basil. Wrong bag. So we'll put spinach, $20.25. And I just put it in there like that. Okay, let's do the basil. Okay, so the basil seeds are the blooms, and then they dry out. And you can see each one of these is a seed. Okay? So I'll put them out here on the plate and show you so you can see it better. So inside, okay, let's do this over again. So you have these little pod things after they bloom, okay? If you can see inside there, they start opening up, and then these little seeds come out of there, okay? I'm just learning. This is the first time I've saved basil seeds. So what I'm noticing here is the seeds are inside these little pods. They are like, man, they are little, like poppy seeds. For some reason, see, it's not too late to learn. Okay, it's not too early or late to learn it. I just totally learned something. For some, okay, I feel like I'm not knowing what I'm saying, but I totally thought that this thing right here was a seed. And as I took them out and went like this, little black seeds are coming out, and I'll show you. So they're smaller than I thought they were. They are so tiny. So let me see. So this stuff is going to get planted in as well. I can't separate this. This will take me forever. If anybody has done this before, I can't believe I just learned something. It's pretty cool. But if you can see, let me see here. If I can show you, you'll see the black seeds on the plate. Like this one here. I'll bring it up. Put my finger on it. That is the seed right there. That's coming out of this right here. And I thought this was the seed. No, the seed is inside this little pod. Wow. You learn something new every day. That's just what I thought. So, who knows if these opened up already? But I'm getting seeds. I can hear them. But they're inside. Crazy. I'm excited now that I know this. So the ones that are going to open up in my garden, I wonder why I don't have volunteer basil growing. Maybe because of the weather. It gets so cold, maybe. I don't know. Wow, that's amazing. So if you guys didn't know, you learned something along with me. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they're still coming out. Oh, yeah. I'll be... so tiny. Oh, it smells so good. Interesting. How it folds out like that. I don't know if you can see how the seed... Where am I? Okay, this one here. I'm probably, yeah, seeds are falling out. Like right here. It's hard to see when you're right here. There's like a pod and the seed is inside. It like opens up. It looks like a cage. And then it opens up as it dries. And the seed is in there. Now I'm kind of like curious on the oregano. I want to grow oregano. Yeah, the seeds are all over here. You know what they kind of remind me of? The or basil seeds kind of remind me of the onion seed. That's how little they are. Alright, get this out of the way. So I'm going to put this in the bag. And maybe you'll be able to see how little the seeds are. Basil 2025. And I just can't grab just the seeds. This will just have to get planted. I mean, I can't. It would take me forever to separate all that from these little tiny black seeds. Oh well, yeah, I think it'll work. I do. You're not going to be able to see them because it's purple basil. But they're in there. They're very, very tiny. I'll have to take like tweezers or something to pull out these seeds and plant them one at a time. So I can plant plants. Or just, I don't know. Think about it next year. So I'm going to go over to my, let's see here. I want to do oregano. So I'm going to go cut some oregano. You guys can come with me and bring it up. I'm going to get a baggie though. Because I definitely want to save those. I don't have enough oregano out there. Put oregano 2025. Go get my little scissors and you come out there with me. How about that? You want to do that? I was looking out there and I have some oregano seeds ready to go. Scoot on in here. I'll prop you up somehow. How about right here? Oh yeah. I'm going to leave some of the seeds on the oregano because this plant totally needs to grow better, get bigger is what I mean. What the heck is that? So I'm just tapping out some and I'm going to leave these on here. So if I can't grow them, hopefully these will seed themselves. I'll leave them on here. Okay. See how that works? This is my Thai basil back here. I can totally smell it. It smells so good. And it's volunteering. It's like all over the place. But I don't want them all. I have enough. So I'm going to pull them up. So I'm going to take these with me. Some of them need dried out. And some of them I can pull them apart and see how these seeds are. So let's check that out. Maybe we learned something new with oregano. Where is she? Nosy. Okay. So. It's hot back there. This is oregano. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think. Let's see if it's true. Okay. What I think is the seeds. Let's take the rest of the, gosh, I can't think. Oh, I got some more basil. Spinach out. Cluster of spinach. I'm saving them, man. Okay. Because I want these to dry. Okay, can tell me. This is like. Okay, this is so weird, you guys. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 dead flies on my oregano. Why? Do you see it? There's one. There's one. There's one down there. And one's inside here. No. Down here. Why is there dead flies on the oregano? This is like pissing me off. This is like freaking, and they're gripped. They're gripped on it. Why? Help me out, somebody. Somebody who's watching this. Four flies. Why? Is there any more on these? I'm telling you what, man. When you garden, you find some weird, strange stuff. Strange. Okay, so this is... Let's put these back. I want them to dry. That is just gross. So what I thought the seeds are... Okay, I gotta find... There was some dry ones here. Here it is, here it is. Oh my God, I'm just grossing out. See? See the difference? So it looks like to me that there's seeds. Each one of these little thingies are seeds. Well, I might be wrong, so I'm gonna pull them apart. Kind of seems like it. They all look the same. I don't know. So let me do green one. Maybe there's seeds. There is. Y'all, there is seeds inside the pods, just like the... basil. So when it dries out like this, I can't tell though. Ew, what is that? I don't know if I could bust one of these green ones open to see. Well, here's some dried ones, but nothing's coming out of the pods. Nothing at all. So I was thinking that each one of these pods is a seed, but now I'm not sure. And nothing's coming out of these pods. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and I'll bring you guys back, is I'm gonna dry the oregano in this container, okay, and see what happens. And I'll bring you back about drying. I just don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research on seeds. Actually, I will. See, this is the dried I stuck in the bag. See what happens. I know you can't see because it's... I'm hearing some kind of a seed. What was that? Oh my God. For me being a gardener, I hate bugs. I just can't stand them. So I can't tell what is a seed and what's not. I really can't. It's just really baffling. I think that was a fly head. Absolutely. I can't tell. I'm gonna do my homework. And I'll show you what I have. Okay? I'll show you what I have. I can't tell what are seeds and what are not. I really can't tell. I don't see anything. Nothing's black. Nothing's coming out of them. Anything. So what I'm going to do is save these. Okay. And let these dry out and see what happens. Okay. Strange. So that's oregano. And that's all I have too. So thank you for being here. Let me share with you of harvesting seeds. I have no idea what are seeds and what are not. I can't tell, and usually I can. Strange. Maybe I should, you know what, I'm going to save them. And, what's this? And if I do my research, which I'm going to, as soon as I get off here, find out what a basil seed looks like. Because I might, excuse me, I might have seeds in here and I don't even know it. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting my channel and, you know, subscribing to me, subscribing to my channel and liking my channel. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for coming on and watching Steady at Home. And God bless you. And thank you. Until the next video. Bye.